Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Firestone Walker. Really excited. Really felt bad missing out on the opportunity to review that IPA 12 pack that they had, but thankfully got them to ship it again to me. This is Union Jack. Oh my god! I do not know how many years it's been since I've had a Union Jack. At least. At least like 7, 8. Man, it's been that many years. Golly. Anyway, this IPA, by the way, classic West Coast IPA. Centennial Chinook Simcoe. Look at this guy. Nice. Beer comes in medium gold color. Nice clarity to it. Wonderful head. Yeah. Man, that's memories. Memories. Yeah. Classic. Nothing jumping. Might have a little hair cold. Nothing jumping out of the glass, but a little bit of that kind of like light biscuity malt character. Grapefruit, pine. A little bit of that kind of stinky dank thing. A little bit of allium character. Yeah. Honestly, what is it? Citra Simcoe? Whatever. The beer from a Runabout that I had. We made. We're actually brewing a new batch of IPA, but it was a Ballast Point Sculpin clone, and fantastic beer. Like after every shift, I was like, give me one of those. So obviously not too many West Coast IPAs that I've reviewed recently, and I'm quite familiar with that beer, and that just reminds me of this. A little bit of biscuit malt character, a little bit of floral, a little bit of citrus, a little bit of dank, a little bit of grapefruit citrus. I mean, it's just a time machine of aroma. Cheers. Yeah. Man, that was a it's actually crazy to think about, because I'm like dumb familiar with that beer. I mean, like, granted, like we probably brewed like 5 or 10 barrels of that guy. Actually, yeah, sometimes we do half batches. I drank a few pints of those. And it's crazy to think how good our beer is that I can compare it to this. Wow. We have a very good brewer. If you don't know it, Runabout, our brewer, used to brew Revolution and Wicked Weed. So that's actually very flattering. So actually, probably, you know what? I'm going to save one of these cans and give it to my boss, because the owner, he's also a brewer, by the way. And him and the head brewer probably would be pretty happy. Enough about me. Talk about this beer. Yeah, I mean, just like the Aroma. Time machine of beer. I mean, that familiar just kiss of like light bit of crystal malt character. I don't know, actually. I'm curious what they put in here to give that little bit of like complexity and sweetness and a little bit of color, because from what I understand, most West Coast breweries are just pulling back on crystal malt, pulling back on the sweetness, pulling back a little bit on SRM, and also it is a malt that does speed up the oxidative process of IPA. So as long as if you can pull them out, helps the shelf stability and longevity of your beer. Speaking about that, there's still this just bit of malt complexity, which is nice. It's something in IPA that, West Coast IPA, that just makes it great. Or signature, versus now I've had some more modern West Coast IPAs where they're really stripping the malts down to like almost like a Pilsner. This one actually has some malt character. Tastes like you're chewing something. Nice pop of like floral and grapefruit up front. Bitterness hits quarter to the third palate in. Nice long, medium plus bitterness, smooth bitterness, a little bit of pithiness, a little bit of pine on the back end. I mean, these are all just like straight, like, this is like, what are they called? Like line drive right down the middle. Like this is just not overly sweet, a little bit of biscuit malt, a little bit of crystal malt, that kind of like chewy, bready malt complexity, grapefruit, pine, moderate plus bitterness. If I could literally read BJCP or write West Coast IPA descriptor, it would just right here. Like this is the glass, like, right? Not too many bells and whistles. The other thing about it, I mean, I don't know if it's a knock on the beer, nothing about it really has distinctive character where I'd be like, oh yeah, that's what Firestone Walker Union Jack tastes like that. You know, it's like, pew. Which I don't know, maybe is a diss on the beer, right? Because that's sort of what I diss about. If you guys don't know my history about reviewing Bell's Two Hearted, which is a hugely revered beer by some OG people, and I'm an OG beer drinker. That beer is just a little bit too okay. It's an IPA, like, but for me, this is okay. It's a West Coast IPA, but I like it. It is a little bit hollow in the middle. 7%. Wow, 7%. I would have guessed this beer was like 6.8, 6.5. Okay, interesting. I mean, I will say one benefit about this beer is, like, people say like, oh, you want more 12-ounce cans? This would crush in a 16-ounce. Like, I could drink like 3 pints of these straight back to back and like want more, or want more after the first one, right? And then the second one, right? Like, just like. And as you wait more, the beer is nice and dry. The bitterness slowly grows, right? As you drink through the glass, it has a little bit of evolution on the palate. This is just right up my alley. Again, like, no bells and whistles, which could be a knock on the beer, but I think it's fine for this beer. I actually miss West Coast IPAs, and having a beer that is just a boom. I don't know if you want to call it the platonic ideal. I don't know. Is that what platonic ideal means? You guys go, whatever. It's line drive down the middle. This is exactly what West Coast IPA tastes like. It, in a good way or bad way, it's not very distinctive, but it is what it is. It just is. I feel it's a little hollow on the back end, but maybe that's just to emphasize the drinkability. 90. I'm fighting between 93 and 94. 94. Let's go 94. 94, fantastic beer. Love it. Firestone Walker Union Jack. And again, points for just me wanting more beers like this. I think if you're a little bit less biased, you can give it like a 90. Good beer, though. Cheers later.